All right, yes, I so and chamubi more kwaba and famra pepe soares channel so or YouTube. And I must say, I bring up a piano. Money in we are extremely grateful that you keep watching us. And I must say, pa na senene day dikan I will share in Juma Debia. Omori answer over subscribe to Juma Dino a day amame. If today happens to be the very first time you are watching any of our videos, kindly subscribe to the channel for us. What unsubscribe here and also subscribe for my what they unsa imya subscribe na down. Once you are watching the video, very easy. So subscribe. To subscribe na down. What unsa imya super na attend echo subscribed. Na waba abeka yen abusuaku no ho. Yinim so be e dia maye. Subscribe, share the video for others to also enjoy. Ubetimi e comment aba ebekenkan na yahwe baby a ese ye tretre ye ho baby a ese kwa research de ho answer bro no na ye de abro Asante Kotoko eto a Accra folk e the Accra Sports Stadium game ne ba na wie no na Kotoko edi nkunim by 2 goals to 1 game ne ba wie na Asante Kotoko edi nkunim by 2 goals to 1 yewura game no mu na ya ye individual players no one performance any ratings for both teams, yenye player rating and for Emma yen Ashaforo. The game was an interesting fixture. I've said it, Bona had to folk at the twatrim. In my opinion, it was a perfect goal. Most of you disagree. It is okay that you disagree. My late father, Ekase Bichem, said the fact that you don't agree with me means I don't agree with you. It ends there. That's maturity that we can agree to disagree. My opinion is that it was a good goal. My opinion is that Eji offside call be etia kwampoku. There was no offside call. Nenya offside. Ball no krano. Na kwampoku nye involved in play. Afe no waje ball and ball na kodi Peter Amidu akwa o move with the ball. Referee had no business whistling offside. Say kwampoku da offside position when he was not involved in play. Ball no kebeti ma kwhye akwa poku and enkabi. But referee no a mistake. No. But I also believe that Sabona a tremolo. Not a perfect goal based on all the angles I've watched. I know most of you disagree with me. That's it. Your disagreement wouldn't change my opinion. Maybe my opinion wouldn't change yours. So you keep it and then we move on. It is not insult. You don't insult. My catch is always when you're matured. Where's no maturity no lucky. And my decision, my argument it will be team says our ball no offside no. It wouldn't change anything. Yeah, my young ball is a cap no. Yeah, Jeffrey Kotoko. So it remains my opinion. It will remain my opinion, and that is what it is. Sir, and here. You remember share the individual player ratings of both teams. Saying that two teams in approaching game no. Players no a performance. A course saying, and yeah, the message here at free. Asante Kotoko has a folk. Surprisingly, has Amfa, in fact, on their own official social media handles, has published a lineup. Lineup has a folk at the boy. That is shocking. Has for Mr. Mudu baby, ya na mama branding someone I say that it's unheard of. Today, Division 2 size, Division 3 size, Division 1 size, they publish their lineup. Has a basic Sabre Yabo give they did not publish a lineup until has official lineup no but of course players in the ball game no the moment will be able to tell you the lineup and then rate the players of Accra Hearts of Oak for you. You will rate and so at the amount. And again, the lack of professionalism. Your ball has of Oak or Twitter handle X. I reported up to 76 minutes to our report to give. Up to 76 minutes to our report to give. Because almost 30 the Kakrabaya has a share net to call ya. We need to be professionals in our dealings. It has Amfa lineup Biama. They just started their first tweet yesterday. A game no everybody saw and say it's kickoff at the Accra Sports Stadium. The atmosphere is electric as fans fill the stands, waving flags and chanting their team on. The President's Cup 2025 is officially underway. That is the post as a folk did. Their last post before that one, a 2 hour interval. 2 hour interval when they announced that the time for the game had been changed. And no man fashion ama obium. It has a line up ama. But Mamimra Asante Kotoko, it's say Kotoko. I started with goalkeeper Kamara, right back Lord Amwa, left back no koye. A branch of the Francis Aqua. Then Samba and Zakaria started as the two center backs. Middle, no two players. Seth koju Seth ɛhyɛ ɛna Emmanuel Antwi. Then oko wings obo Peter Amidu at one side, ebo Patrick Esiedu at the other side, and then up front obo two players ɛno ɛyɛ aberanteɛ de din ɛde Kwame Poku ɛne Abet Amoa. That is how Kotoko started. So let's do the ratings. Now Kamara gives me headache. Kamara, he gives me headache. So I don't know how you are going to rate him. Kamara no blow both hot air and cold air. He's hot, he's cold. So on the 21st minute, he committed an unpardonable error. Unpardonable. A brand goalkeeper, you come out now a cross. Ball no just shot at goal, a cross. No chi ball no J with and Hamza Isa a dana says thank you. Serving me food on a platter, silver platter. I'll always say thank you. And on the ball at Twatrim. Yes, Samba a tried beer divers and control badges our ball, but born a Twatrim. So the goalkeeper made an unpardonable error. But again, the goalkeeper commanded the back after that terrible error. And then commanding the back in the air, maybe, including saving that penalty. Emmanuel Mankwa Ekoboy. So I don't know how you will rate Abrante Ade Kamara, the Guinean goalkeeper, Asante goalkeeper. But on a balance of play, I will rate him 7 for a goalkeeper. That error, but for that error, the performance and saving the penalty at the time he did save it, super. Mokaya last season, Kotoko near Diana Stars. Kotoko committed penalty, and we answer the committee's penalty. Mikaisa Branch and some Adams, experienced some Adams, echo far ball. And Kamara Eche, and so President's Cup was so actually penalty in Ibim. But that error that he made is something that the goalkeeper's trainers, Joba and Nibanum, must sit him down, must talk to him, and must work on him. Yeah, the concentration level, no, they will have to work on that. It's say, and your team be an out the goals, you can come back. They have to work on that. Now let's talk about the right back, and the right back, Lord Amoa. Lord Amoa, the last time I had one-on-one conversation with him, he still had some little pains. Groin, no, sir, engine, sorry, ankle, no. Now he's healing. He's getting better. Of course, if Lord Amoa is okay, Asante Kotoko are good to go on the right side of their defense. And he just doesn't play the right side of defense. Or are they up on the right side of the midfield and the right side of attack? He had a good game. Very good game. I'll rate Amoa 6.5. Lord Amoa, the right back 6.5. Let's go to the left back. And a branch of the team, Francis Aqua, born the first official game for Asante Kotoko. Francis Aqua, Nuno Mendes, the first official game for Asante Kotoko. Clearly, at the point he was jittery. You can't blame him. This is Kotoko versus Satifuk. We are in the first outing, the first game, and not from any player beer, and in rooms the first game, no, Utimi a survive it. At a point, who say that pressure I would see pa, a woman will recover, but overall, I think he did not do bad. The surgeon runs, man, who be, but a player or surgeon forward or a super, or a player who defend ye, or a player and a passing, okay. But in the first game, and it was a big one, I'll give him 6. 6 ever call Ediama Francis Aqua. Jemfa Samba Ndongani Unio. Samba. Anytime you play Samba as your center back, you are assured of top-notch performance. na say obobo mfimfini wakakra na nhyɛ da nyɛ papa. But as a center back, he will always be super. And of all the center backs, Omujina Park, Samba was the best. Of all the center backs, Omujina Park, Samba Ndongani Unel was the best. And in this game, I'll rate Samba 7.5. 7.5. This particular game. A course so now Asante Kotoko. Aje the President's Cup, at the Eba Kumasi, me rate Samba 7.5. Zakaria Fuseni also made his debut for Asante Kotoko, but the first game at the Kotoko, same as Francis Aqua. Zakaria, our experience here, having captained Brekum Chelsea for a very long time, having played for most of our national teams, he's a player or a top-notch player. Now he did very well. Our game now, or boy, game no boy in there. He did extremely well. And he had a problem conceding that penalty. And I was reading one of the messages, Modibai, now Obi Busa said, Pepe, at this point in time, and the experience now, Abrante the Zakaria, he did not expect Zakaria say in the box, he will be turning his back and then stretching his arm. Also, when your arm is outstretched, na boma a foul. When the arm is very close to the body or in a position, on some oya won hwea enye ya. Na one stretch ya, referee ebema the benefit of the doubt. Inti for that penalty, yes, na short and a half player boy. And Zakaria ebie ni nsam and my ball ekopem nsa. It was a correct decision. The penalty was spot on. Referee eje na many issues there with referee signaling that as a penalty. And so Abraham Jaredin Ade Zakaria committed a penalty. But overall, I'll rate him 6. The first game for Asante Kotoko, which was against their bitterest rivals Accra Folk. But me rate Abraham Jaredin Ade Zakaria Fuseni 6 game. Yanko middle. So coach started with 2 midfielders. And Emma has a key for almost papa. When we come to the tactical aspect of the game, the Ben Wojuma. But Seth Kojo, even though he's smallish, but you did the smallish seminal, you may end up being at the wrong side of your mouth. A branch and a bomb, it's me, pa. And the modern mono, especially in the second half. First half, he was chasing shadows. Or no aba, no a lot of running, but he was chasing shadows. But in the second half, he settled very well. And between him and Emmanuel Antwi, who are the 2 midfielders, and Sana Hubert ever come home in the first half, a coach, Patrick Esiru Efrimono, he did very well. I'll rate him 6 and a game. And I said, no, game in a course in the President's Cup. I'll rate him 6. Yemfe any interim Emmanuel Antwi. Top performance from Emmanuel Antwi. Makacha mu say the last 3 games of the season, Antwi performance no done it. Any training shas here na makacha mu say uwuro mo ha oni Hubert ebo a wo se ball no mo bo no e wo soro. Emmanuel Antwi is rediscovering the form that made Asante Kotoko to spend on him. Antwi sign kire ye nti a na Asante Kotoko Edisika ekofan from Accra Great Olympics. The performance not done at the Olympics no or trade in terms of passing, in terms of control, in terms of calming the game. Again, his free kicks. And the free kick in a ball bar, it was just unfortunate. Say the free kick in a ball bar. Can I say before season you going to be in a Kotoko Mediama, Kotoko last game of Brian Sports Stadium, or bo free kick Emma Abetamwa at the ball at Twatrim. Emmanuel NPA, you know, Accra Great Olympics no. A buff free kicker, or you expect a free kick. But now, top performance from NG. Top performance from Emmanuel NG. He was one of the players I was tipping to win the Man of the Match award. Players that I'm a tip of somebody Man of the Match, Emmanuel NG account. I'll rate Emmanuel NG 7.5 in this particular game, a course on 7.5. I be call Ediama Emmanuel NG. He did very well. Yam Koyeni. Asante Kotoko Ebo Patrick Esidu I think the decision of coach Abdulkarim Zito to use Patrick Asiedu on the right side of attack, it backfired. It didn't work. It was part of the reason I had to folk a G game no in the first half, a dominating middle no. The lines of Hussein no ball middle in the first half. Nay, because Asante Kotoko able two midfielders. I said Patrick Asiedu but he was operating a very, very strange position. Midikaka chair was a coach. I decided to obey Sadia. It was strange. And I think that the earlier coach ever learning lessons from this one, the better it to be for the player and for Asante Kotoko. A terrible afternoon and a branch in Yaminim. So back at our game, well, who so sad, Patrick Asiedu had a terrible, terrible, terrible game. And I don't know if you want to rate, I'll give my own Patrick Asiedu 4. Oh, this game, I'm even struggling to get the 4 for him because he virtually did nothing. But you cannot blame him because right side of attack there, number 7 row, oh, Debbie, now and yet, terrible. And my pressure crab ball or because on any meaning that pretty one channel. Pressure ball or in the first half. But that is what it is. Now let's go to the other side where Peter Amidu Aqua played. Fantastic Peter Amidu Aqua. Impressive Peter Amidu Aqua. Peter the Macau that he needs to work on his final delivery, the final pass, either scoring or assisting. And that boy, as I know, ever go places. Your friend on national under 20 camp. I mean, in fact, 30 seconds in your job. Now at the national under 20 camp, training now, you're born now, born. People say, the player we don't Ghana Hana. Yeah, quite 20 Afcon, yeah, I'm fan uncle. Catch them on to say, Kate will be jai, or dirty politics now. Or what national team, you know, dreams, vision, or moon for teams, you know. Peter, the experienced player. And Peter forced had to folk. Or my branch did to score that own goal. Initially, from the cameras that we saw initially, we thought Peter Bono echo straight into the net, but a branch did a Kunodiadom and a pen bono and it had to folk attending. But Peter Midwakwa was at 8. In the first half, even when Kotoko was struggling to keep up the pace Rana has airborne, Peter Aqua was always providing dangerous moments for Accra folk. Now, or Ubia or threaten her to folk it, you know. A branch of the performance throughout the second half, and you wasn't painful, you know, as the man of the match. That TC or TV Kakrakano, or Edema branch, Peter Midwaka, ever score 8.5, the highest rated player on the field of play, Peter Amiduakwa, and he deserves it. Kwame Poku Baye, a lady attack, no. Kwame scored, and Kwame Poku, actually, I'm so Kwame Poku, share with this, you know, and share has a folk. So this probably the first goal Kwame actually had to folk Asante Kotoko Jessin. Okay, ono agaza kwa Ghana Premier League na ye Kotoko and was Academy first time of coin was Aba. Kwame did very well. He scored that goal that the trophy no Emma Asante Kotoko. And the win Emma Asante Kotoko. Kwame Poku scored 7.5. It will give him 7.5. And the call Kwame Poku in the game that he played versus Accra Hearts for 7.5. Then the strike partner, I branched the Abet Amwa, Agogo, Abet Amwa, Avieta. How Abet Amwa set up that goal for Kwame Poku was super. And maybe and a pepe, ran Jeremy, and I went passing my way, and I see a pambako, and the tobacco, and the bench back make a judgment. They had not played together for a very long time because Ebra Kwampuku by na Abet Echo national team. Ofi national team by over bomb the game na will cry. And what trying about 8 matches and some over. No minimum. Look at how every other player would have gone for goal, but be another Abet Echo. But he saw the goalkeeper off his mark, has a full goalkeeper, Sherry Shipe, a PA, and UPS a goalkeeper PA. No, my anger very close at the amount. OPA ban in Semono. Look at how the born Kwame and Kwame the born at Twatcham. Fefe, on us must score 7.5. It will give him. Plus, a free bench by Hubert Joe. Hubert was given a lot of 40 passes, or Bob Born no the chair, or Bob Born no the chair, a lot of 40 passes. And I will be a ball, a will give him. But I will not blame him. First game, Hearts of Oak, Kotoko, packed stadium. You would not want to blame Hubert Ijau. But later he recovered in the second half. You could see, sir, Afi Kojoset, Hubert Ijau, and Emmanuel Antwi. They were playing very well in the middle. So Hubert ever scored 5.5. Oh, this game, I scored Hubert Ijau 5.5 in this particular game. Asante Kotoko. Substitutions, Babaya ya will score 5 and the rest. Mame Uncle has a full kakra. Has a team, no? No kwasam na say mo say bi mo so busa say pepe na goalkeeper enti we has now you're comfortable with Sherry Shaib. No, you cannot be. He's not the standard of Hatchford goalkeeping. Tima Samia the other bone. Even Dida, James Nano. Oh, that is not the standard of Accra Hatchford. I'm sorry, but look at the goalkeeping now. Captain for Benasari de Maye. Enye bini. Enti Abrante no onye has standard goalkeeper. How let's call him 4.5 or something. He considered 2. Ofa Kunadiado, he made that error. Kunadu, no. I don't still understand why coach, or says be Ephraim. Is it the mistakes are Kelvin or says be okay in the game? Kelvin or says be had made some mistakes in the game. But I think that his partnership with Kunadu was quite better than David Opafrade. I said, better. Has a folk team, Hamza was in his platform, the best player of Hatchfolk. More than 40 minutes of the game. Now, Mauli Wayo. No, the best player of the Hatchfolk team. In fact, Ofri Winano, I will still rate him as the best player of Hatchfolk team. Unfortunately, one more game, baby, said any expectation of a ball at Yamahas. It was overall a very good exercise for both set of players, Kotoko players and House of Foot players. House of Foot, a boy. Hamza scored, very, very good for his confidence. The fact that last season, not a difficult, I think he scored 5 goals or so. For a player who has scored 14 the previous season, not share 5, not a killing the confidence, but he did very well. Hamza, kudos to him. And then to the other players, one more a more but those mistakes now at the trophy, I'm Asante Kotoko. How to folks should prepare again. Now I 6 games and Kotoko has about in recent times. Kotoko winning 5, but quite a draw. Kotoko are undefeated in their last 6 games when Accra Hatchfolk. Hatchfolk are winless in their last 6 games when Kotoko abo. Drawing 1 and losing 4. I'm not sure that is a story that you want to be told. Thank you so much for always watching this channel. We are grateful that you keep watching us. May the Almighty God be with us all. God bless you.